Greetings from Mount Nelson Missionary Baptist Church. My name is Jimmy Dale, the pastor here. Looking forward to some good services today. And of course, we'll be spread out. Masks will be available. People are strongly encouraged to wash their hands thoroughly. We have the hand sanitizer available and mask available for any who need them. Before I go any further, though, let me ask you a question. Have you ever used one of these things? They're sleep aids. They're supposed to help you sleep at night. I've used them a couple of times. I don't like them. They're supposed to help you sleep. But the problem is when I have used them, I felt worse the morning after than I did the night before, trying to go to sleep. And that's a real disappointment. When you wake up in the morning, you feel not rested, you feel worse than when you went to sleep. And it's like, when you go to sleep, you expect to be able to wake up restored and refreshed. Just like recently we went on vacation, and you go on vacation for a sense of to get away, for a sort of a mental rest, mental and emotional rest. And it's really disappointing when you go to bed at night and you are not able to get rest. And I certainly have found these things to be a disappointment. They do not help me to get rest. I think I'm trying other strategies to make sure I get a good night's rest. But it does not include those. But that reminds me of something in Scripture. The writer of Hebrews says, therefore, since a promise remains of entering his rest, let us fear lest any of you seem to have come short of it. And so the idea here is that we can find rest, but the problem is missing it. Or it's available, but if we don't take advantage of it, he says, let us fear lest any of you seem to come short of it. For indeed, the gospel was preached to us as well as to them. But the word which they heard did not profit them. In other words, he's referring to a group of people that because of their lack of faith, they missed out on the rest that was available to them. Sounds like he's referring to the people of Israel when they first came to the land, and they first sent spies over, and then the spies came back and said that the obstacles and the enemy were too great for them to take the land. And so because of their lack of faith, they did not enter into the rest that was being offered to them. And so they missed out. And the writer of Hebrews is making a point to us that we also may miss out on a rest that is available to us, that can come to us as a result of faith in God. And that's the issue that we're facing today. There is a peace that is available to us, but it comes only by faith in God, by trusting in Him. Whatever these issues that we're facing in life, the writer of Hebrews is saying that we can find peace in God. We can find rest in Him, the kind of rest that is restoring to the soul, the kind of rest that invigorates the person and brings vitality back into life. And the writer, the fear is that we may miss out on that because of a lack of faith in Him. And so we're encouraged to have faith in Him, to believe in, to trust Him. I don't know what you're facing today. I don't know what stresses you or keeps you up at night. But I believe that if we put our faith in God, sometimes that's a challenge for us because we're still holding on to things. We're still holding on to desires. And in some cases, we're still holding on to sin. We still think that we could do things ourselves. But if you and I will just learn to cast all our cares on Him, then we can find rest. The writer of 1 Peter says, casting all your cares on Him, for He cares for you. This is where you and I can find rest and restoration by having faith in God. I hope that you have a good day, and I hope that you are able to find rest